Okay, we're going to look at using Photo's selection tools to create and refine a selection. So if I just open up an image here, first of all, in order to get access to the selection tools, we need to move personas. So we're in the photo persona at the moment. We want to move across to the selections persona, and that then means we can pick up the smart selection brush. Now what I'm going to do, if I just pinch to zoom out a bit and see what I'm doing, is I'm going to create a selection around the subject. So I'm going to select the sky and the background. Now the reason I've done this is because it's a lot easier just to select a fairly simple background than it is quite a finicky subject matter. But that then means we need to invert the selection. So to do this, it's fairly easy. All we do is two-finger tap anywhere on the canvas and we get some options here. So we just choose invert selection and there we go. The selection has moved to the subject. Then to refine it, we can go in and use the refine selection tool. Okay, so I'll just pinch to zoom in to the hair here. And if I increase the brush width to a suitable width of somewhere in the region of 170 pixels, I can then drag over the complicated areas of the subject's hair and release, and Photo will then matte that selection. Similarly, if I go down here, I've got the ends of the scarf, which I can also drag over like so and then release. And there we go, we've matted those as well. Now, I've just spotted a little mistake here, which is that some of the collar here has mistakenly been matted. It's a common problem, especially if you're using quite a large brush width. So what I can do is reduce the brush width and then change adjustment from matte to foreground. Then all I want to do is just very subtly brush up to that edge, like so. Not quite touch the edge, just brush up to it and then release. And there we go. We've solved that little problem. So while we're here, we'll just look at the preview options as well. So by default, we have an overlay preview, so we can see the subject is in color here, and the background, i.e. the area we're excluding from the selection, is a nice red. But we can of course change this by tapping here, so we can get a black matte preview, a white matte, a transparency preview, and of course a black and white preview. And these will just help you determine the accuracy of the matting and whether you might need to tweak it. So then, with our selection created, we can then choose how to output it. Now, if we choose selection, that will just put it straight back out to a marquee selection, and then we can do whatever we want with that. Alternatively, we can also choose to output it as a mask layer, a new pixel layer, which is more of a destructive operation, or a new pixel layer with a mask attached. In this case, I'll go for a mask and then tap the check to apply. So as we can see here, if we just open up the Layers Studio and expand the pixel layer, we've now got a nested mask layer. So now we've cut out our subject, we could of course take it further and do some composite work, that type of thing. But for now, that's all. I just wanted to briefly show you how these selection tools work and how to accurately refine a selection for composite work. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to check out the other videos.